Looking for Madden 22 Ultimate Team coins? AOEAH.com is the cheapest and most reliable coins on the marketplace. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 3% off your order. Stopping the run and pass can be super difficult in Madden 22, but you're in luck because in this video I'm going to break down one simple defense that you can use to stop every offense you're going to see when you play Madden 22. Whether it's online versus a friend, doesn't matter. YouTube, what's up? It's Duke back here from Sportsgamerz.com, and in today's Madden 22 tip video, I got a super effective defense that's going to be very effective no matter what system you play on and no matter what offense you're going against. This defense is easy to use and it stops the run and the pass at the same time. We all know that escape artist is very difficult to defend right now. Mobile quarterbacks rolling out, throwing crossers, corners, bombs. It's pretty much what everybody does. Now, I've played against this a lot and I have a lot of defenses to stop this, so I'm going to break down one for you guys in this video. So, I know a lot of people like to use the nickel 3-5 wide, so I'm going to show you guys it out of that formation, but best believe there's many formations you can use to kind of do what I'm going to show you. In this video, I'm in the Bears defensive playbook, just to let you guys know. So, as far as coaching adjustments and subs go, I put my auto flip on with this defense, and I also put my zone drops for my curl flats to 30, and I leave my flats alone because since my curl flats are at 30, I like to have the basically flexibility of maybe shading down to get a hard flat to play, you know, the quick flat, or maybe someone's hitting me with, you know, a standard corner route, not a super deep one, or maybe something that's going at a 10 to 15 yard range, I can shade down and up to get cloud flats to play it. So it just gives me a lot more flexibility that way. But yes, auto flip is on. Now, as far as subs go, guys, this is very important. Obviously, in the 3-5, if you're in the Bears playbook, you can't audible down from 3-5 normal. So you're going to put your best, which you could do in the 4-6 playbook, by the way, but you're going to put your best user, safety, at the middle linebacker spot. Now, on the Falcons, you guys can see we don't really have that great of safeties. You know, that's okay. We'll just use Harris. He's 6'2", 91 speed. That's fine. Now, the outside linebackers, edge guys, they're actually super important. And the Falcons have a couple that are actually pretty good. So, Deion Jones and Aluakun, they're both 90 speed. You know, both reasonably tall. We're going to go ahead and use them as my outside linebackers. So, we're going to go ahead. You guys can see, I believe Harris is the free safety, so I'm going to sub him out, put him in a middle linebacker. That's going to be my user. Then I'm going to put Deion Jones, and I'm going to put Aluakun as the outside edge rushers, the linebackers. Now, the D linemen, you guys can see we got Fowler, got Jarrett, and I think we have, yeah, this guy's coming out, and we're going to put Fowler in. So, this is not too bad of a front. Obviously, it could be better, but, you know, for regs, it will do what it do. Now, I got the Seahawks on offense just to show you guys, you know, escape artists and a lot of the stuff people do. The play we're going to break down these concepts from is Mike Blitz 3. I know, a very popular play, but I'm going to show you guys a lot of tricks that not the average player knows. Just as a reminder, guys, if you enjoy my content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop us a like on the video, turn your notifications on. If we can get to 300 likes on this video, I will post another very good defense from the 3-5 wide for you guys. Now, just moving the ball back to give ourselves some room to work with. And I'm going to go over a lot of the things that people do online. I want to start with how to defend the run. So, inside zone is pretty common from trips, formations, bunch tight end. You know, a lot of the formations you do see online. So, guys, I will say that this is a sample play for my defensive destruction guide from Madden 22. I just released it last night. It has everything I'm currently doing on defense in Madden 22 to get stops and win games. I would definitely check that out. If you're a VIP member, you get access to that. And actually, we have 13 eBooks right now you get access to, I believe. Plus, you get 4 to 6 premium tips every week in the Madden Vault. Every week for $19.99. It's a crazy deal. I'll put the link to check that out in the description and pin it in the comments as well. But basically, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to press my coverage. I'm going to shift my defensive line to the side of the running back. So since the running back is on the right, I'm going to shift the D-line to the right. I'm going to spread my linebackers out. I'm going to crash my defensive line out. Now, at this point, the coverage adjustments are up to you. One thing I like doing a lot against bunch tight end, particularly, is actually playing hard flats. because, and I can do this easily by shading underneath, because when I play hard flats, this is going to allow me to take away the flat on each side of the field. Like a lot of people, they like to hit the running back out of the backfield on wheels, or maybe hit that like shallow cross in the flat. Maybe they have the little whip route or out route on the bunch side. So, the flats are, something you got to worry about. The last thing I'm going to do is contain. Now, if I'm expecting to run, like I can keep myself on a blitz angle, but I don't really like to, because if I'm trying to shoot the gap with my user, if I keep myself on a blitz angle, a lot of times, they kind of like distort the path I'm trying to take. So if I'm thinking I might have to defend and run, I don't put myself or keep myself on the blitz angle. I'll just put myself in a spy zone, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So here's the run. Basically, guys, it's pretty easy. You want to hover behind the D tackle, and at the snap, you can just shoot in. You can click off. That's something you can do every single time. If you're enjoying my YouTube content, I highly recommend you check out Sportsgamerz.com. This is where I post all my premium Madden 22 content. I have eBooks, offensive and defensive schemes, plus I do 4 to 6 premium tips every week in the Madden Vault. This content is available for both current and next gen, so no matter what system you play on, we got you guys covered. Our best offer yet is the Sportsgamerz Madden VIP membership. This gives you access to the entire site, every tip, every ebook, plus the meta reports for only $19.99. I'll post a link to it in the description and the comments. Make sure to check it out for the best tips and content available at the best price anywhere. And this works regardless of formation. It's, basically as long as you shift your defensive line to the side the running back is, regardless of formation, it's going to work, okay? This is going to work very, very good. And once you do this once or twice, and the offense sees you can do it, they're probably not even going to try to run the ball anymore. So that takes care of that. Now, the next thing people do a lot is, obviously roll out. PA boot over is very common. So if I'm in the same exact defense to where I just press my coverage, shift my defensive line to the side of the running back, which here is to the right, spread my linebackers out, I crash my defensive line, slant them to the outside, which is up on the right analog stick, and contain. At this point, again, we're set up. You can do this very quickly in a game. I'm just explaining it slow so you guys can see it. But now it's just coverage adjustments. Like if I left my defense the way it is, remember I said I recommend setting my zone drops or curl flats to 30. So if I leave it the way it is, I'm giving up the flat, but I am, covering corners and deep crossers pretty well. But the bottom line is, honestly, when someone's skilled at the game, even 30-yard zone drops won't always stop those routes. So that's why I prefer to shade underneath to stop the flats. And then what I do is I watch. Like if I see it's a play like PA boot over for deep crosser, or maybe it's a play for deep corner route, I just watch the routes develop in the snap, and based upon the route development, I know I have to guard either the deep corner or the deep crosser or maybe a bomb. That's what I'm looking for. But anyways, getting to how we defend the rollout. This defense actually defends the rollout really well because, as you guys know, most of the time when people block their tight end, they can just throw a double team on the guy on the edge, and they can just roll out at ease. The thing about this is, though, they can't actually do that. And with the setup we did, with shifting the line to the side of the running back and by spreading our linebackers out, they cannot double team the edge rusher. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but you guys can see I'm trying to double team the edge rusher on the right, but it's not letting me, right? And the same thing goes over here. I'm trying to go further to the left, it's not letting me. So with the linebackers spread out, you cannot double team the actual edge rusher. So yeah, you could put it on the D end, but the thing is, when you block this tight end, this guy has good outside leverage because we spread him out. He's pretty much going to be able to take the the outside leverage away to where it's going to be very, very hard to roll out. Another thing I do recommend is I pass commit nearly every play. Now, this helps against the pass, get better coverage. It also helps your blitzes and your pass rush. And I really don't see too much of a downside because if you know how to stop the run with your user, it's going to stop the run regardless. So I don't feel like it hurts you against the run. Anyways, guys, check this out. You already know PA boot over, right? Now, again, I would be using the crosser in this play, but because I'm trying to roll out, I can't really do that. But just watch what happens when we try to roll out. See, guys, he's right. Like, I cannot get around him. And, keep in mind the speed. If you're playing regs, you need to have the fastest edge rushers you can. if you're playing Mutt, same thing. Now, in Mutt, what I actually see most people do is they're in, like I said, the 4-6 playbook, and they audible down from 3-5 normal to 3-5 wide. Because in Mutt, you have so many 98, 99 speed safeties. You can get 3 safeties in the game that are 98, 99 speed. So when you're trying to outrun a 98, 99 speed guy, it can be done if you're not playing a good defense. But if you're in a defense like this, a 98, 99 speed guy is not going to be outran. But in this defense, if someone is trying to run out with Derrick Henry or on regs, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, whatever. Like most defenses, they can. But this defense, because of the way we run it, it's not going to work. As you guys can see here, this guy, we never were close to getting around him. So that completely stops that. Now, as you guys can see, the flats are taken away. So my job is to just use the crossing route. And then there's really nothing. There's nothing for the offense. Now, obviously, guys, there's more things you have to worry about. It's not just the rollout. It's not just the run. It's not just deep crossers and bombs. But another very common thing you'll see is you'll see corner routes. Corner routes, deep corner routes especially, are pretty difficult to stop. You have different ways you can take these away. Now, if I'm in this exact same defense I just showed you guys, again, you're kind of just watching for it yourself. Obviously, there are adjustments you could do. You could baseline press if you wanted to and put this guy on the bunt side into a quarter zone instead of a third. That will defend it better. But bottom line here is if I recognize it's going to be a corner route on the bunt side of the field, that's my responsibility as the user. And the way you want to recognize this is just looking at the routes when the ball's snapped. Look at the routes on the field. If you see that slot receiver in the bunch is running a crossing route, well, obviously if he's running a crossing route, you need to stop that. But that slot receiver is the very important guy. A lot of people will put the deep out elite on him because he's either normally running a deep crosser or he's running a deep corner. So I just look at the routes on the field. If I see something like this where I see the inside guy going on a flat and these two guys going deep, I know that most likely that's a deep corner route. Now, the other thing it could be is a bomb with like a streak in a deep post. It's pretty easy to tell the difference though, because what most people do, or what you pretty much need to do if you're sending out a bomb, is you need to put the running back on a wheel route. Now, most people that run the deep corner play, they're not doing that. What they're doing is they're maybe max protecting. They're maybe sending like the running back over the middle of the field on maybe like a Texas route. They might throw a curl route, but people don't really use a wheel route with this play. So another key you want to look for to diagnose the plays is the running back route. If they're trying to bomb you, most likely they're going to have him on a wheel. But if they're trying to throw a deep corner, he's probably not. So that's another way you can kind of diagnose it. And here you guys can see I'm able to do just that. I see that he's on that deep corner. I go take it away. And, they're pretty much stuck in the pocket having to take the sack. Again, that's going to be my responsibility as the user. Yeah, when you put a deep quarter over there, it does defend it better. But still, you guys can see I need to go take that away. And with a 5-man rush, you can't really get outside the pocket because, again, look, both guys have good outside leverage. And, at the end of the day, when we're rushing 5, even against max protect here, you're still going to get pretty good pressure as long as you have a decent D-line. D-line is very important right now. I definitely recommend having as good a pass rushers as you possibly can, no matter what defense you run. Because this defense is very good at taking the flats away, stopping the run, and keeping the quarterback in the pocket, you're going to see a lot of people get out of their normal offense. They're going to start trying to dink and dunk. The big plays are really not there because that's really our job as the user. Again, we're usering either deep corners, deep crossers, or bombs. At the end of the day, we know that those are our job to take away. The coverage we're playing is honestly going to give up if they have a good bomb, a cover 3 bomb. The bomb will be there, but the thing is, that's our job to user. And at the same time, bombing cover 3, it takes longer to develop than bombing any other coverage. Bombing cover 4, cover 2, man, it happens fast. The safeties just dumb out much quicker. But against cover 3, you have to run by that middle safety, which it does happen, but it happens later in the play. So when you rush 5 like this and they can't just easily roll out on you, most of the time, they're not even going to have time for that to develop. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tip video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, comment on the video, and we will be back soon with some more great content. I'm about to start posting a good bit more gameplay to go along with these tips as well.